Hello and welcome, my dear student. Today we have a high level session about structure. Start ing. He started to watch TV. He started watching TV. They have the same meaning. Start to plus infinitive, but start ing verb. Maybe we need verb plus ing. Then we have at the age of, and in the age of. For example, he went to school at the age of 6. So here when, so it will be he went to school when he was 6. So the difference in meaning at the age of 9, at the age of 10, your age, but in the age of, this means that the age of for example for Abdul Nasser, the age of Sadat, and so on, of King Farouk, and so on. We have by the age of, since the age, and then we have some structure about would you like, some most, over 40 years, over 40 years, or over 60 years. Okay, today we have finished start to and start ing. We have also some examples, like pay attention for this one. We have begin, okay, like begin to or begin ing. Okay, for example, okay, here look at this, begin, or began or begun. All these words we should know that may be followed by the infinitive or ing. For example, I began studying English, or I began to study English. They have the same meaning, okay? But here we have more and more details about this in secondary stage. Okay, today we have grammar rule. It's called past perfect. Let's see past perfect tense. Had plus past participle. For example, had written, I had written, they had written. In the negative it will be hadn't plus bb, In the question, had I written they. Then we have more information about past perfect. I had finished my homework few minutes before the lesson started. We have more action. We have two actions, the same sentence. So what happened first? We should check the sentence first. If the first action happened, so the first one in order must be in the past perfect, okay? Then the other one will be in the past simple. For example, you studied English after you watched TV. Which one habit finished? You studied English after you watched TV. After that you watched TV. So I had studied English, then I watched TV. So it will be after I had studied English, after I had studied English, I watched TV. Miss Cross had been teacher for 20 years before became a head teacher, okay? Miss Cross had been a teacher for 20 years before she became a teacher. Look at this one. Look at this sentence for a few seconds. Look at this sentence. Miss Cross had been a teacher for 20 years before she became a head teacher. As you can see. So before, we have after and before. After plus past perfect, past simple, but before past simple, past perfect. Now let's move to another slide. Here we have used I have finished my homework by 8 o'clock. By the time I got to class, the lesson had started. Then we have some words, some keywords like by the time, before, after, just, already. Pay attention, I may use just and already in present perfect and present perfect continuous, but look at this one carefully. By means before. By I had finished my homework. I had finished my homework by 8 o'clock. By the time. Here by in this sentence in Arabic mean بحلول. نخلي بالنا كلمة by هنا معناها بحلول الساعة الثامنة. أنا كنت مخلص الواجب بتاعي. Then by the time I got to the class, the lesson had started. Before, the teacher had checked the answers before the lesson. After, I left after I had finished the test. Just, Simon had just finished the test when the bell rang. Already, the concert had already started when we arrived. Now let's move to another. Whether we use the past simple or past perfect can change the meaning of the sentence. Pay attention about when. The lesson started, we have when also. The lesson started when I arrived. So I arrived, then the lesson started. The lesson had started when I arrived, so the lesson started and then I arrived. Different in meaning with when. Now we have a short video about the difference between past simple and past perfect. Let's watch together few seconds.
Perfect tense is used to describe an action that happened before an action in the simple past. The formula is subject plus had plus past participle. We can use the past perfect to tell us which event happened first. For example, if we add the word had to this sentence, Peter had moved to Paris, we know that this action happened first. But if we put had in the other sentence, Mary had found a job in Paris, now this action happened first. Here's an example. He failed his test because he hadn't studied. Here we use the past perfect tense to describe the first action and the past tense to describe the second action. Another example. She had not seen snow until she visited Canada. Again, we use the past perfect to describe the first action and the past simple to describe the second action. Using the past perfect can change the meaning of a sentence. Let's compare the two sentences. When he arrived, the train left, versus when he arrived, the train had left. The first sentence, when he arrived, the train left, this means he arrived and the train left immediately after. But if we say, when he arrived, the train had left, this means that the train left first, and then he arrived. So, he missed the train. In addition, the past perfect can be used to express a past wish or a regret. For example, he wishes he hadn't drunk so much last night. The past perfect is also used in reported speech and the third conditional. We'll review this in another lesson.
Thank you guys. Now we have already watched the video about the past simple and the past perfect and how to use it and the difference between how to use when using the present perfect and the past perfect and the past simple. See you guys next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.